is thyroglobulin in thyroid gland. Okay, so in that way, first you know the sources, now you know RDA, now you know how it is just absorbed and transferred to thyroid gland. In thyroid gland, its functions. Iodine helps in synthesis of T3 and T4. What are T3 and T4? Thyroid hormones, right? So what is the full form? Thyroxine. Okay. Go home and see. Okay. So it is useful in synthesis of T3 and T4. Among these, which is the major active hormone? T3. Nice, excellent. T3 is the most important one. Okay. Thyroid. This synthesis involves so much of things which is dealt by physiology. Okay. How this thyroid is uptaken into the cell, how it is get reduced, how it is converting this T3 and T4, and everything will be done in physiology. You have physiology, right?
Yes, sir.
In there, physiology people will take care about it. So what you need to remember is iodine is helpful in synthesis of T3 and T4. Deficiency of T3 and T4 or excessiveness of T3 and T4 results in two important conditions. Okay, generally deficiency results in goiter. Okay, goiter means swelling. Okay, so is it active swelling or passive swelling? What is the meaning of active and passive swelling? If it is presenting with pain, we will call it as active swelling. Okay, if it is not presenting with pain, if it is diffuse swelling over the neck in the midline, then we call it as passive swelling or goiter. Okay, so this goiter may be of hypothyroidism or hypothyroidism. Okay, hypothyroidism is the condition where you will have deficiency of iodine. In order to get more iodine, your thyroid gland enlarges to absorb maximum amount of iodine that you are taking from a diet. Okay, when you take small amount of iodine, it requires very small amount of force to attract it. When you are taking less amount, it needs some more extra power to attract the iodine which is present in your blood into thyroid gland. Okay, in order to that, your thyroid cells will proliferate. Okay, when they proliferate, they result in enlargement of the gland. That is called as goiter. Are you getting me? Or am I fast? Fast. Okay. So, pathophysiology of goiter is how this goiter is enlarging means మీరు తీసుకునే ఫుడ్లో అయోడిన్ కనుక సరిపడా ఉందంటే అప్పుడు మనకు నార్మల్ కోర్స్ సరిపోతుంది. when I want to pull the door, if I have enough power, I can pull it. When it doesn't have enough power to pull the door, I'll pull the hands and pull it towards myself, right? Like that, this extra hand which is coming is nothing but the swelling. Thyroid gland, it is a swelling. This is due to hyperproliferation of cells. Okay, not the hypertrophy. Hypertrophy means increase in cell size. Are you getting me?
Yes.
I'm using too much clinical terms, right? Increase in cell size is a hypertrophy. Increase in number of cells is hyperproliferation. Okay. So thyroid glands will increase in cells. ఎక్కువ cells increase అయితే ఎక్కువ థైరోగ్లోబిన్, ఎక్కువ పవర్ ఉంటుంది థైరాయిడ్ గ్లాండ్కి. అలా థైరాయిడ్ అనేది ఐరన్ అబ్జర్వ్ చేసుకుంటారు. ఓకేనా? ఏమైనా అందరికీ అలాగా goiter వస్తుంది. సో iodine deficiency causes hypothyroidism. Okay, excess of iodine hormones means T3 and T4 elevated level result in hyperthyroidism. How do you differentiate between hypo and hyperthyroidism? Hypothyroidism patients presents to you as cold intolerance. Okay, ఇంత చలిలో వాళ్ళు కూర్చుంటే ఉండలేరు. Next is they are presented with weight gain and constipation. These three features are much more important in hypothyroidism. Okay, hypothyroidism is caused due to deficiency of iodine. Understood? So hypothyroidism is not excess iodine. It is increased level of T3 and T4 conditions along with decreased TSH. TSH means thyroid stimulating hormone. So that is a clinical picture. When you do biochemical examination for thyroid gland, then you will see elevated T3 and T4 and decreased TSH. That is hyperthyroidism. Elevated TSH and decreased T3 and T4 is hypothyroidism. Understood? So hyperthyroidism people, how they present? They present with opposite to it. Cold intolerance opposite is heat intolerance. So if there is mildly if they stay in heat, they sweat a lot. Okay, that is nothing but heat intolerance. The next is constipation opposite diarrhea. Okay, they are present with diarrhea. The next thing is weight gain is in hypo. So weight loss is in hyper. So the triad will be heat intolerance, weight loss, diarrhea. Okay, now heat intolerance will be associated with sweating. Okay. See, these people they lost weight, means they lose weight despite of normal appetite. Generally, ఎవరైనా కానీ వెయిట్ తగ్గాలంటే తినడం మానేయాలి ఫస్ట్. ఓకే, అప్పుడే కదా వెయిట్ తగ్గేది. కానీ వీళ్ళు బాగా తింటారు అనేది వెయిట్ తక్కువ ఉంటారు. బికాస్ ఇంక్రీస్ బేస్డ్ మెటబాలిక్ రేట్, BMR will be high for them. Okay, so this is your iodine. Any doubts in iodine? Any doubts? Is it clear to you? Am I okay now? Okay, so next we'll discuss about phosphorus, or we'll discuss about fluorine. We'll go with fluorine. Okay, I'll come to phosphorus. Phosphorus is something amazing. Fluorine will have some clinical cases and all. So fluorine is most abundant in what? Through which manner you will get fluorine sources? The most important form is nothing but drinking water. Okay, drinking water you will get large amounts of fluorine. Understood? Okay, how much fluorine we require per day? How much fluorine we require per day? How much fluorine we require?
150 grams.
Nothing but 1 ppm, 1 parts per million. Means if you are taking 1000 milligrams of water per day, in that water you at least you should get 1 milligram of fluorine. Understood? That is 1 parts per million. Got me?
Yes.
Okay, that is fluorine. You want PPT? Yeah, I'll present it afterwards. Okay, so that is your daily requirement. So now, what is the function of fluorine? What is its main function? Fluorine protects your teeth. Understood? Upon your teeth has an outer protecting layer known as enamel. Okay, enamel is your outer protecting layer. It's very hard substance which is not dissolved by acids generally. Okay, are you getting me? Enamel. So how this fluorine is protecting our teeth means it combines with sodium to form sodium chloride, which will strengthen enamel against acids produced in our mouth. How does acid produce in our mouth? You eat some food. Okay, that food is metabolized by bacteria present in our mouth. Okay, the residual food present in our mouth is metabolized by the bacteria. Then, as an end result of this metabolism, they will secrete some acids. These acids will go and act upon your teeth. Okay, on the enamel, and it is so it will act upon enamel. It will dissolve the enamel. So in order to protect the enamel, this sodium chloride will help in protecting it from acids. So it decreases the dissolving rate of enamel. So it strengthens the enamel such that you won't get any conditions known as dental caries. Okay, it's helpful in preventing dental caries. Understood? That is the pathophysiology. So now, if you go on to the forward thing, anything like that? Nothing, right? What is clinical significance of fluorine? Fluorine has two significance. One is deficiency of fluorine causes dental caries. I told you how dental caries are formed. Main important function of fluorine is protection of teeth. You read that. Okay, that is the main important function. Okay. The next one, it's clinical significance of fluorine in our body. First thing, deficiency. Deficiency causes. What the deficiency causes? Deficiency of fluorine causes dental caries. Just now I told how dental caries are formed. Okay. Deficiency causes dental caries, right? So now, if you take any excess of fluorine, what it will result in? It will result in a condition known as fluorosis. Okay. How much you need to take to get fluorosis? I said your daily requirement is
1 ppm.
1 ppm, right? 1 ppm means when you drink 1000 milligrams of water, you should get 1 milligram of fluorine. So that is your 1 ppm, 1 parts per million, right? So when you take a fluorine in the amounts greater than 20 ppm, okay, or greater than 5 ppm, it will result in fluorosis. If you take greater than 5 ppm, it will result in a condition known as smalting of enamel. అంటే పళ్ళు పైన పసుపుగా వస్తుంది, ఓకేనా, పసుపుగా నల్లగా ఉంటుంది. If you see people who are in areas where fluorine content is more, suppose seasides and all, compared to that, they'll have that yellowish discoloration upon the tip. We also will have. Generally, light yellow color is the perfect color for tea. Good healthy teas are present in light yellow color. They are not white. If they are completely white, you are lack of milk. Okay, understood? So, if you take greater than 5 ppm per day for a long period of time, you will get molting of enamel. Okay, na? Then, if you are taking greater than 20 ppm per day, you take greater than 20 ppm per day, it results in a condition known as skeletal fluorosis. Okay, results in skeletal fluorosis. So, what is meant by skeletal fluorosis? As fluorine, it helps in it not only helps in teeth, it also plays a major part in bone. What it causes to bone means it causes kyphosis and knockings. Skeletal fluorosis characterized by two characteristics. First one is kyphosis. Kyphosis means bent spine. Now I am like this. My kyphosis means I will be like this. Understood? Kyphosis means curved spine. Understood? That is curved spine is kyphosis. Then what is knock-knees or genuvalgum? Knock-knees or genuvalgum means my knees were straight like this. If the patient is present with genuvalgum, he needs to be like this. This is knock-knees condition. Okay? Both the knees get attached. Okay? That is knock-knees. So this is your fluorine, right? Okay? Are you clear about it? Am I speed or slow? Slow. What do you say? So now next we go on to phosphorus. Okay? Phosphorus is an important mineral in our body. Nearly every person will have 1 kg of phosphorus in them, out of which majorly it is present in bones along with calcium. Okay? Phosphorus is combined with calcium to form hydroxyapatite, an inorganic material which is an important inorganic substance that supports your skeletal system. Okay? Am I okay? Daily requirement of phosphorus is 500 milligrams per day. You need 500 milligrams per day. From where you get phosphorus? It is highly present in milk, then cereals. Okay? Now, so what are the functions of phosphorus? Phosphorus functions is, I think it is helpful in DNA and RNA synthesis. It forms phosphodiester bonds between DNA and DNA molecules, right? Nucleotides. Between the nucleotides, it will form phosphodiester bonds. The next one, it helps in synthesis of ATP, CTP, and all. Means adenosine type of dinucleophosphatides. All the energy molecules. Next, it is helpful in synthesis of glucose 6-phosphate. All the phosphorylation enzymatic reaction. And next what? It helps in formation of strength of bone. Okay? This is your phosphorus. Then next, what are the conditions where you see hyperphosphatemia? More phosphorus in your body. Actually, it is inversely related to your parathyroid hormone. Parathyroid hormone promotes excretion of phosphorus. So, hyperparathyroidism causes hypophosphatemia. Hypoparathyroidism causes hyperphosphatemia. Okay? Are you getting me? Are you getting me? Is it clear to you people? Phosphorus is something where you'll just mug up all the things. Okay? There's nothing clinically behind it to learn. Understood? Understood now? So example of hyperphosphatemia you will say. Then next, increased absorption causes hyperphosphatemia. Decreased absorption causes hyperphosphatemia. Okay? Are you okay with it? So I'll show up one slide because it is something memorizing. So it's better if you see the slide. So this is thyroid, your iodine, seafoods and all, plants, protein bond iodine, biochemical functions, goiter. Hypothyroidism in adults causes myxedema. In children it will cause cretinism. Okay, just remember this point. This is phosphorus, your phosphorus. Functions formation of bone and teeth, ATP, GTP, GDP, NAD and NADP, synthesis of DNA and RNA, phosphoresterases like glucose 6-phosphate, activation of enzymes for phosphorylation. All the points are there, or did I miss any point? Everything is there, na?
Yes.
Then requirement is 500 mg per day. Okay, milk is a good source and cereals. Next, serum level of phosphorus. If you want to remember it, remember in adults it is around 3 to 4 to 4.5 milligrams per deciliter. How much time is left?
40 minutes.
10 minutes.
35 minutes.
35 minutes. Oh. So in children require 5 to 6 milligrams because why children require everything more? Because they are in a stage of growing stage. Every cell will be very aggressive in childhood. Okay, and 90% to 80% to 90% of your brain development occurs in 2 years of age. In your 2 years only, your IQ will be decided. Okay. So conditions causing hyperphosphatemia: increased absorption. Example is vitamin D, calcitriol. Another name of vitamin D is how this calcitriol is helpful in absorption. It will act in intestine, on bones and on kidney. So from these 3 sites, it promotes absorption of phosphorus. In this manner, vitamin D is helpful. Okay. Next one is actually phosphorus is an intracellular mineral. Okay. And cell lysis is happening. Cell lysis means breakdown of cell. Cell పగిలిపోయిందంటే దానిలో ఉన్న కంటెంట్ అంతా బయటకు వచ్చేస్తుంది. సో ఇంట్రాసెల్యులర్ ఉన్న ఫాస్ఫరస్ అంతా ఎక్స్ట్రా సెల్యులర్ అవుతుంది. ఎక్స్ట్రా సెల్యులర్ నథింగ్ బట్ ప్యూర్ బ్లడ్. ఓకే, సో ఇట్ రిజల్ట్స్ ఇన్ hyperphosphatemia. Hyperphosphatemia meaning is, what is the meaning of hyperphosphatemia?
More phosphorus.
Increase phosphorus?
In body. In the body.
Okay. Anything emia means blood. Okay, emia means blood. Hyperphosphate means increased phosphorus. So hyperphosphatemia means increased phosphorus in blood. Okay, understood now? So example of hypophosphatemia is decreased absorption. Conditions like malabsorption, vitamin D deficiency and malnutrition. Malnutrition means decreased intake. Malabsorption means generally phosphorus gets malabsorption is a condition where fats are not absorbed in your body. Fats are not absorbed. These fats will go and react with phosphorus and calcium. Okay. Form inorganic precipitate. So intracellular shift, no need to remember it. You just remember increased absorption of phosphate, increased cell lysis. Then next one is increased urinary excretion and decreased phosphate absorption. Just do these examples. So important conditions of serum calcium and phosphate levels in body. Just remember hyperparathyroidism is associated with decreased phosphorus and increased calcium levels. How this hyperthyroidism is involved? Hyperthyroidism is caused due to excess levels of what? Hyperparathyroidism. Excess levels of what?
Thyroid hormone.
PTH, parathyroid hormone. Okay, parathyroid hormone excess level in your blood causes hyperparathyroidism. So, what this PTH will do? It will go and act on your kidney. Okay, it will act on your kidney. Then it will promote excretion of phosphorus and it will inhibit excretion of calcium. Nothing but to say in simple words, it will increase the excretion of phosphorus and decreases the excretion of calcium. In such a manner, phosphorus ఉన్నదంతా బయటకు పోతుంది, కాల్షియం బయటకు వెళ్ళదంతా లోపలికి వచ్చేస్తుంది. సో ఉన్నదంతా పోతుందంటే హైపో ఆర్ డిక్రీజ్ లెవెల్స్, బయటకు వెళ్తున్న లోపల ఉండిపోతుందంటే ఇంక్రీజింగ్. సచ్ ఏ వే ఇట్ ఇంక్రీజెస్ కాల్షియం అండ్ ఫాస్ఫరస్. అర్థమైందా? 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 అర్థం కాలేదా? అర్థమైందా?
Yes, sir.
లేదు. పారాథైరాయిడ్ హార్మోన్ కిడ్నీలో కిడ్నీ it increases phosphate excretion, decreases calcium excretion. రెండు ఎక్స్క్రీట్ అవుతుంది కిడ్నీ నుంచి. బట్ ఫాస్ఫేట్ ఎక్స్క్రీషన్ ఇంక్రీజ్ చేయడం వల్ల you will get decreased level of phosphates. Calcium excretion decrease చేయడం వల్ల you will get increased level of calcium. So this condition is characterized by hypercalcemia with hypophosphatemia. Okay? Okay?
Right and right.
కరెంట్ వచ్చిందా? ఓకే. So just remember that one, hyperparathyroidism and function. Sulfur. Okay. So till now how many we learned? 3. First is iodine. Next is chlorine. Next is phosphorus. Okay. In phosphorus you have to mainly learn about how does PTH affecting. That is one important thing. What are the functions of phosphorus? Another important thing. What is the daily requirement? That's all. Next, sulfur. Sulfur in our body is mostly abundant in the form of sulfur containing amino acids. Example, methionine and cysteine. Understood? Sulfur in your body is mostly abundant in. It is abundant in sulfur containing amino acids. Example, methionine and cysteine. Okay. Methionine other name is S-adenosyl methionine, SAM. Okay. It majorly acts as one carbon donor. Understood? So what is the daily requirement of your sulfur? Generally there is no particular specific daily requirement for sulfur. Okay na? Okay. So what are the functions of sulfur? Sulfur is helpful. It forms disulfide bonds. You know? Disulfide bonds, you know, proteins. Disulfide bonds that helps in stabilizing proteins. Okay? Am I clear? Am I clear to you?
Yes, sir.
And the next one is your keratin. Hair contains keratin. There also sulfur plays an important role. Okay? Am I clear to you all? Am I clear to you?
Yes, sir.
So keratin is rich in sulfur and present in hair and all. Then it is helpful in detoxification reactions. Okay? It's helpful in detoxification reactions. Next, excretion. Inorganic sulfates, organic sulfate and neutral sulfate. 3 forms will get excreted. Okay na? 80% of your sulfur get excreted in organic form. Okay? Understood? 10% is excreted in organic sulfate or ethyl sulfate. Okay? And another 10% is in neutral sulfur. Neutral sulfur contains organic compounds such as amino acids and thiocyanates. Okay, understood? So now zinc. How much time is left? 30 minutes. 30 minutes more. So now we have zinc, selenium, fluorine I already discussed. So now we'll go with zinc. Okay. So zinc also is having one important clinical application. What are important clinical applications with zinc? What are the elements or minerals which are having clinical application? I will explain them in detail. Okay. So zinc is very, very important in our body. It is majorly produced from I'll give this one, then you want to look at the PPT. So zinc is majorly produced from your prostate and salivary glands. Okay, majorly produced from prostate and salivary glands. How much RDA required? How much RDA? It is 10 to 15 micrograms per day. Okay. Then in lactating peoples, it need 20 micrograms. Why does lactating and pregnancy every then they need more? Because there are two, not one. One is mother, other is child, baby inside. Zinc helps in fetal development. Okay, that's why you require more zinc. If zinc deficiency is present, fetus cannot grow up to the mark, results in abnormalities in fetal growth. Understood? So what are the biochemical functions of zinc? Zinc involves in so many coenzymes and it will involve in so many metabolisms. You cannot just one. It acts as so many. It will help in activation of so many enzymes and helpful in carrying out of important reactions. Another second important function of zinc is present in carbonic anhydrase. Okay, one of the major compound which carries your CO2 to lungs from cells. Understood? సెల్ దగ్గర మెటబాలిజం అయినప్పుడు ఆక్సిజన్ కార్బన్ డైఆక్సైడ్ కింద కన్వర్ట్ అవుతుంది. ఆ కన్వర్ట్ అయిన కార్బన్ డైఆక్సైడ్ని సెల్ నుంచి లంగ్స్ తీసుకురావాలి. ఆ లంగ్స్ తీసుకొచ్చి ప్యూరిఫై అయ్యి మళ్ళీ ఆక్సిజన్ లాగా మళ్ళీ బ్యాక్ వెళ్తాయి కదా. అక్కడ నుంచి తీసుకొచ్చేది ఎవరంటే కార్బోనిక్ ఎన్హైడ్రేస్. ఓకేనా, అదొక ఎంజైమ్. ఓకే, కార్బోనిక్ ఎన్హైడ్రేస్ అనే ఎంజైమ్. ఇట్స్ హెల్ప్స్ ఇన్ ఫార్మేషన్ ఆఫ్ HCO3 minus by carbons. Okay, this carbonic anhydrase contains the zinc. Okay, in such a manner zinc helps as transport of gases. Understood? Everybody, am I clear to you? Next, zinc is helpful in wound healing. Okay, if you get some wounds, it is helpful in wound healing.
Zinc is present in coenzymes and also involving in so much metabolisms.
In other words, zinc promotes wound healing. Okay, zinc, vitamin C, all these things promote wound healing by helping collagen. Okay, collagen formation, fibroblast proliferation. Understood? Fibroblast proliferate, collagen forms. First collagen type 3 will form, later it is converted into collagen type 1. Okay, to form your wound. In this process zinc will help. Okay, the next, zinc is an important mineral which is helpful in spermatogenesis for boys. So whenever you do some malpractice, you need to take zinc supplementation because lot of zinc will lost. Okay, so it is helpful in spermatogenesis. You need to take zinc supplementation. Okay, so next function of zinc is, its important function is zinc will combine with 4 amino acids. Zinc as a core metal combines with 4 amino acids to form zinc fingers. Okay, these zinc fingers helpful in attachment of this zinc is helpful in attachment of DNA proteins with R proteins. That is seen in transcription. In simple forms, zinc is helpful in transcription by forming through zinc fingers. Zinc fingers द्वारा transcription की zinc అనేది help అవుతుంది. Okay? Understood? All of you getting me? So your daily requirement for adults is 10 to 15 milligrams per day. Your pregnancy is 20 milligrams per day. It is an integral component of many enzymes. Example: carbonic anhydrase. Placing zinc fingers, stabilization of DNA and transcription process. The next blood gas transport. Okay? Actually, carbonic anhydrase lo untadi. Dani valla carbonic anhydrase HCO3 minus synthesis chestadi. HCO3 minus and carbon dioxide తీసుకెళ్ళి lungs లో deposit చేస్తారు. So అలాగా transfer of blood gas transport. And zinc is very essential. It is an essential compound in your oral cavity. Gustin, known as gustin. This gustin is helpful in taste sensation. You have anatomy, right?
Yes.
What will which nerve carries taste sensation? Start అవ్వలేదు ఇంకా అవుట్ అవ్వలేదా అయిందా ఓరల్ క్యావిటీ టంగ్ డిస్కషన్ అవ్వలేదా ఓకే గ్లోసోఫారింజియల్ నో మేబీ పోస్టర్ 1/3 of thumb. Anterior 2/3 of tongue you contain taste sensations. This is carried majorly by cauda tympani. It's a branch of facial. Okay? Understood? So these are the gustin. Gustin present. It is an important protein for taste sensation. It is helpful in wound healing. It is helpful in spondylogenesis. It is helpful in embryonic development and fetal growth. All points covered. So now we go for zinc deficiency. So zinc deficiency majorly it is characterized by dermatitis around oral mucosa and diarrhea and okay, these two things. If the fetus present to you with dermatitis, erythematous plaques around the nose, mouth and diarrhea, okay, along with it mother wasting, then you call it as a condition known as acrodermatitis enterohepatica. Okay, acrodermatitis enterohepatica. You can appreciate those erythematous lesions present around his or her oral cavity. Understood? Dermatitis means nothing but erythematous rashes or face, and another side is your perineum. Generally on face you can appreciate it. This condition, it is congenital malformation. Okay? See there, zinc deficiency causes stunted growth, loss of taste sensation, which is known as hypogeusia. Okay? Then poor wound healing, anemia, loss of appetite, impaired sperm production, congenital malformation of fetus, alopecia and muscle wasting. So another important condition is acrodermatitis enteropathica. So what are the deficiency of zinc causes? Only functions what we learn. Gustin it is present in gustin. Gustin is helpful in taste sensation. So deficiency of zinc causes loss of taste sensations. So these two conditions result in dermatitis or acrodermatitis enteropathica. Okay. The next condition, loss of taste sensation, poor wound healing, because it is helpful in wound healing. So loss deficiency causes poor wound healing. Then abnormal motility of spermatogenesis. It affects the spermatogenesis, right? It causes stunted growth. Okay, that is your zinc. Then next we will move on to
fluorine.
selenium. Selenium is available in seafoods and muscle meat, especially. You require 50 to 100 micrograms per day. This micrograms will learn at iodine 100 to 150 Ts. Selenium is 50 to 100. Okay. Then what are the biochemical functions of selenium? Is two important functions for there for selenium. Majorly it acts as synergistic for antioxidant. Antioxidant vitamin is vitamin E. Okay. What does this antioxidants do? Means it will protect the cell from reactive oxygen species RSO. These reactive oxygen species, what they will do? They will go and damage the cell membrane. Okay. When they will go and damage the cell membrane, all the calcium will get influxed. It will initiate the reactions. It will contract, it will damage the mitochondria, the result is cell death. Okay? All these things will happen. That is another part. You remember just selenium acts as synergistic to vitamin E, causing antioxidant function. Okay na? So another important function is it is helpful in two important enzymes, right, that which are related with iodine. Okay? That thyroid hormone synthesis. One is iodothyronine dehydrogenase. Iodothyronine dehydrogenase means it will convert T4 to T3. Deiodinase. D means remove. Iodinase means iodine. Iodine remove చేస్తాడు. T4 to T3 కన్వర్షన్ లో నీకు ఉపయోగపడే ఎంజైమ్ పేరు iodothyronine dehydrogenase. ఆ ఎంజైమ్ ఫంక్షన్ చేయాలంటే నీకు సెలీనియం హెల్ప్ కావాలి. ఓకేనా? Are you getting me?
Yes, sir.
So iodothyronine dehydrogenase helpful in conversion of T4 to T3. ఫాస్ట్గా చెప్పేస్తున్నానా? అర్థమైందా? ఫాస్ట్ చెప్పేస్తున్నానా? నో ప్రాబ్లం, టెల్. అర్థమైందా? ఫాస్ట్ చెప్పేస్తున్నానా? చెప్పండి.
మంచోడ్రా ఏమనకరా
ఫాస్ట్గా అవుతుందా? ఫాస్ట్ స్లో మీరు చెప్పిన దాన్ని బట్టి నేను చేస్తాను. ఫాస్ట్ ఫాస్ట్ స్లో, somebody telling fast, somebody telling slow. First of all, are you getting me?
Yes, sir.
Are you understanding?
Yes, sir.
ఫాస్ట్ చెప్తున్నానా, స్లోగా చెప్తున్నానా? ఫాస్ట్. ఎక్కువ ఇంగ్లీష్ వాడుతున్నా? అర్థమవుతుంది కదా ఇంగ్లీష్? ఎస్ ఆర్ నో?
Yes, sir.
ఎస్. కాకపోతే కొంచెం స్లో చెప్పాలి, అంతే కదా? జింక్ అర్థమైంది కదా అందరికి?
Yes, sir.
అర్థమైంది జింక్?
Yes, sir.
సెలీనియం అర్థమైందా? నో, అర్థం కాలేదా?
ఏమనకరు మా సార్ ఏమనకు దింగుతా షెటిల్.
సో సెలీనియం అనేది మెయిన్ ఫంక్షన్ వచ్చే సెలీనియంకి యాంటీ ఆక్సిడెంట్ నేచర్. యాంటీ ఆక్సిడెంట్ అనేది విటమిన్ ఈ బాగా పనిచేస్తుంది యాంటీ ఆక్సిడెంట్ కింద. ఓకేనా? సో సినర్జిస్టిక్ అంటే ఏంటంటే దాంట్లో కలిపి పనిచేస్తుంది అని. ఓకేనా? సినర్జిస్టిక్ అంటే రెండు కలిసి యాక్ట్ చేస్తుంది. 1+2, 1+1 = 2 డబల్ యాక్షన్. ఓకే? విటమిన్ ఈ ఒక్క రోనే కంట్రోల్ చేయగలిగితే ఎప్పుడైతే సెలీనియం యాక్ట్ చేయగలుగుతుందో ఆ రోబో కంట్రోల్ చేయగలుగుతారు. అర్థమైందా? అది సినర్జిటిక్ మీనింగ్. నెక్స్ట్ వచ్చేసి వేరే యొక్క ఎంజైమ్స్, గ్లూటాథైన్ పెరాక్సిడేజ్ ఎంజైమ్, అది మీరు లర్న్ అబౌట్ ఇట్. దాని తర్వాత నెక్స్ట్ ఇంపార్టెంట్ ఐడోథైరిన్ పెరాక్సిడేజ్. ఐడోథైరిన్ పెరాక్సిడేజ్ ఒక ఎంజైమ్ T4 నుంచి T3 కన్వర్ట్ చేస్తాం. పెరిఫెరల్గా నీ T4 అనేది T3 కన్వర్ట్ అవుతుంది పెరిఫెరల్ టిష్యూస్ అండ్ అట్ ద సేమ్ టైం ఇన్ ద థైరాయిడ్ గ్లాండ్. ఎందుకు అలాగా కన్వర్ట్ అవుతుంది? మోర్ యాక్టివ్ ఫామ్ అనేది T3. ఓకేనా? అలా కన్వర్ట్ అయ్యేటప్పుడు దానికి ఎంజైమ్ కావాలి. ఆ ఎంజైమే ఐడోథైరిన్ డిహైడ్రోజనేస్. ఓకేనా? దానిలో ఒక కాంపౌండ్ మన సెలీనియం. ఓకే? అది పనిచేయడానికి సెలీనియం అనేది అవసరం. అర్థమైందా? నెక్స్ట్ థయోరిడాక్సిన్ రిడక్టేస్. థయోరిడాక్సిన్ రిడక్టేస్ ఇది ఒక ఇంపార్టెంట్ యాంటీ ఆక్సిడెంట్. ఓకే? Selenium deficiency causes an important disease known as Fishon's disease. Okay? Selenium deficiency causes Ishan's disease.
Right disease.
Okay, it is characterized by muscular dystrophy. No. Okay. Anything? Any problem? అక్కడ స్లైడ్ లేదు ఏంటి అన్నా అదే ఓకే సో why people are laughing, looking at him and laughing? He is suffering from clinical condition known as Ishan's disease. You can see, you can appreciate muscular dystrophy. Muscular dystrophy, you know, meaning muscles will not be there. Okay, sir, muscles లేకపోతే దాన్ని అట్రోఫీ అంటాం కదా, మీరు ఏం డిస్ట్రోఫీ అంటారు, డౌట్ రాదు. You didn't get that doubt? Muscular dystrophy is a condition where your muscles can't support you properly. Okay, that's why you can see that person is couldn't able to stand properly. Understood? Muscle atrophy means decrease in muscle size. Muscular dystrophy means muscles cannot perform their function properly. See his elbows and knees, how they are flexed. Okay, that is muscular dystrophy. Don't imagine thinningness is muscular dystrophy. Thinningness will be there, along with it your muscles won't function properly. Adamotna, along with it you will have nausea and loss of appetite. So you have lots of appetite, right? Am I clear? So this is important thing you need to remember about selenium deficiency. Along with that, it will cause cardiomyopathy conditions. Okay, cardiomyopathy means increase in heart size. Okay, అర్థమైందా? హార్ట్ సైజ్ అనేది ఇంక్రీజ్ అవుతుంది. So chromium, it is most available in river yeast meat. Daily requirement is 500 to 50 to 200 micrograms per day in adults. Its important function is potentiates insulin. Insulin is helpful in diabetes. Insulin.
Glucose levels balance చేస్తుంది.
Balance.
Glucose levels
బ్లడ్ లో గ్లూకోజ్ లెవెల్ బ్యాలెన్స్ చేస్తుంది. ఎలా బ్యాలెన్స్ చేస్తుంది గ్లూకోజ్ లెవెల్ని? ఇన్సులిన్ గ్లూకోజ్ కొట్టుకొని తగ్గిపోతాయా? లేకపోతే రెజ్లింగ్ చేసుకొని ఎనర్జీ అని చెప్పేసి ఇన్సులిన్ బ్లడ్లో ఉండిపోతే గ్లూకోజ్ యూరిన్ నుంచి బయటకు వచ్చేస్తా కోపం నుంచి. ఎలా మేనేజ్ చేస్తుంది ఇన్సులిన్ అనేది? అసలు ఇన్సులిన్ ఎక్కడ నుండి వస్తుంది బాడీ? ఎక్కడ నుండి ఇన్సులిన్ వస్తుంది? అమ్మమ్మ తాతయ్య చెప్తూ ఉంటారు, కాకరకాయ తింటే ఇన్సులిన్ వస్తుంది, కలబంద తింటే ఇన్సులిన్ వస్తుంది. చెప్పలేదు మీకు ఎప్పుడు? అమ్మ మీరు షుగర్ తినేస్తున్నారు, కాకరకాయ అంటే తెలుసు అందరికి. కాకరకాయ తినండి, చేదు వస్తుంది ఒంట్లోకి, చేదు మంచిది అని చెప్పేసి అంటారు. కలబంద తింటే తెలుసా మీకు? కలబంద అంటే తెలుసా? ఓకే, అది తింటే డయాబెటీస్ తగ్గుతుంది అని చెప్తూ ఉంటారు. ఎలాగ అసలు ఇన్సులిన్ అనేది ఎలా వస్తుంది? ఇన్సులిన్ దానికి సంబంధం ఏంటి? ఈ క్రోమియంకి ఇన్సులిన్ సంబంధం ఏంటి? అసలు ఇన్సులిన్ ఏం చేస్తుంది? టైం ఉంటుంది ఇంకా 10 minutes.
Yes sir, 9 minutes. 5 నిమిషాలు.
ఓకే, చెప్పాలా ఇది ఎలా చేస్తుందని? ఇన్సులిన్ ప్రమోట్స్ అప్టేక్ ఆఫ్ గ్లూకోజ్ ఇంటూ ద సెల్స్. అప్పుడు దాకా బ్లడ్ లో ఉన్న గ్లూకోజ్ అంతా సెల్స్ లోకి వెళ్తుంది, అలాగా బ్లడ్ లో ఉన్న గ్లూకోజ్ అంతా తగ్గుతుంది. ఓకేనా? ఇన్సులిన్ రిసెప్టర్స్ అనేవి ఉంటాయి మన బాడీలో సెల్స్ మీద. ఇది ఎప్పుడైతే వెళ్ళి ఆ రిసెప్టర్ని నాక్ చేస్తుందో రిసెప్టర్ యాక్టివేటర్ సెల్ ఓపెన్ చేస్తుంది. ఎప్పుడైతే సెల్ ఓపెన్ అవుతుందో గ్లూకోజ్ లోపలికి వెళ్తుంది త్రూ సమ్ ఛానల్స్ లైక్ బ్లడ్ గ్లూకోజ్ ట్రాన్స్పోర్ట్. ఓకేనా? There are different types of channels, blood 1, blood 2, blood 10, you will learn in future. Okay? So next component is functional component glucose tolerance factor, and it lowers cholesterol levels in blood. What does cholesterol do to your body? Cholesterol ఏం చేస్తుంది మన బాడీకి?
బ్లడ్ వెజల్స్
ఫ్యాట్ నుంచి కొలెస్ట్రాల్ వస్తుంది. ఓకే, ఏం చేస్తుంది కొలెస్ట్రాల్ బ్లడ్ లో? కొలెస్ట్రాల్ అనేది కొన్ని లైపోప్రోటీన్స్ సింథసిస్ చేస్తుంది. VLDL, LDL, HDL. దీనిలో మోస్ట్ నటోరియస్ పర్సన్ LDL అనేవాడు. వీడు ఏం చేస్తాడు? బ్లడ్లో పాస్ అవుట్ ఉన్నప్పుడు తిరిగిపోతాడు బ్లడ్ వెజల్ దగ్గర ఒక చోట బ్లడ్ వెజల్ నుంచి లోపల బ్లడ్ సెల్లోకి వెళ్ళిపోయి అథెరోస్క్లెరోసిస్ అనే కండిషన్ ఫామ్ చేస్తాడు. తెలుసా అథెరోస్క్లెరోసిస్ అంటే ఏంటని? అథెరోస్క్లెరోసిస్ అంటే ప్లేక్ ఫార్మేషన్, బ్లడ్ వెజల్ నేరో అయిపోతుంది. ఓకే, so that is your chromium. Fluorine in drinking water 1 to 2 ppm. Sodium chloride is an important compound. Dental caries, dental fluorosis and malting, knock-knees fluorosis, dental fluorosis, activate patches, appetite skills, dental fluorosis, prevention. That's all. అర్థమైందా క్లాస్?
ఎస్ సార్.
అర్థం కదా?
ఎస్ సార్.
సో ఏమేం టాపిక్ డిస్కస్ చేసాం ఈరోజు?
క్లోరియం, అయోడిన్, ఫ్లోరిన్, క్లోరిన్, ఫాస్ఫరస్, జింక్, సెలీనియం, క్లోరియం, క్రోమియం.
ఏం టాపిక్ డిస్కస్ చేసాం? ఒక ఎలిమెంట్ చెప్పండి మీరు. మొత్తం కలిసి ఒకటి అయోడిన్. సో అయోడిన్ ఇంపార్టెన్స్ ఏంటి అయోడిన్ది?
ఇప్పుడు వస్తుంది
అయోడిన్, రైట్? ఇట్ కాజెస్ ఏదర్
thyroid
causes actually goiter. Okay, goiter
deficiency
may be hypothyroidism, hyper. Okay, hypo means T3 T4 decrease అయిపోయి TSH అనేది ఎలివేట్ అవుతుంది. హైపర్ మీన్స్ T3 T4 ఇంక్రీజ్ అయ్యి TSH అనేది డిక్రీజ్ అవుతుంది. హైపోథైరాయిడిజం ఏముంటుంది? థైరాయిడ్ అంటే హైపోథైరాయిడిజంకి కోల్డ్ ఇంటాలరెన్స్, కాన్స్టిపేషన్, వెయిట్ గెయిన్. దీని ఆపోజిట్ హైపర్. ఓకే, హైపర్కి ఏముంటుంది? డయేరియా,
హాట్నెస్, కోల్డ్ అండ్
హీట్ ఇంటాలరెన్స్,
వెయిట్ లాస్,
సో అది అయోడిన్. మీరు ఒక ఎలిమెంట్ చెప్పండి. ఒకటి ఫ్లోరిన్. సో ఫ్లోరిన్ ఎంత డైలీ రిక్వైర్మెంట్? 1 to 2 ppm. నాకు బాగా ఇంట్రెస్టింగ్గా ఉండి నేను గ్రేటర్ దెన్ 5 ppm తీసుకున్నాను. ఏమవుతుంది? మాల్టిక్. ఇంకా ఇంట్రెస్టింగ్గా ఉండి 220 ppm